Hey, it's Chad Hasty of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time in Lubbock. Want you to listen online, KFYO.com. Follow me on Twitter, Chad Hasty Radio. Texas Governor Greg Abbott giving a State of the State address on Tuesday. And in his State of the State address, he laid out 4 different things that he sees as emergency items. One of those, sanctuary cities. It's a piece of legislation that I think will get through the Texas Senate very easily. I think it'll get through the Texas House easily as well. Texas State Senator Charles Perry, one of the big movers on that bill. He filed that piece of legislation before the legislative session started, and I think he'll push that bill all the way through. Also, Texas Governor Greg Abbott said overhauling the state's broken child welfare system, implementing ethics reform, and approving a resolution to support a convention of states to amend the U.S. Constitution are among the things that he sees as emergency items. But it's not just that caught the eye of many onlookers. Reading from the Texas Tribune, Abbott announced Tuesday that he was directing the state agencies to impose a hiring freeze as a way of dealing with the state's tight budget. He said the move would free up around $200 million in the current budget. Now, there are some areas where they'll still be able to hire, but a hiring freeze is something that he wants to kick in. And then also, and this is where the governor kind of breaks away from some of the more conservative members who aren't on board with pre-K funding, though some Republicans are on board with it. He talked about pre-K, Governor Abbott did, and said that he really kind of went after both the House and the Senate. He said that he was, quote, absolutely perplexed by the insufficient attention given to pre-K by budget proposals in both chambers unveiled earlier this month. Governor Abbott saying, quote, they nod in the direction of pre-K, but then they turn a blind eye to the goal of achieving high-quality pre-K. In Abbott's proposed budget, released after his speech, he put $118 million a year towards pre-K program. That's double the $59 million. The Texas Senate had proposed to up it from $59 million to $75 million. The House didn't want to up it at all. So as you can tell, and this is just a few issues, the governor did not mention anything about the bathroom bill. He did not mention anything really on some of the other big issues that have been talked about by Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick and even some by House Speaker Joe Strauss. So as you can tell, we're in the early days of the legislative session. Still a lot to happen, a lot of debate that's going to happen. I still feel as though, and we talked about this on the show Tuesday, that school vouchers or education savings accounts probably will not happen in this. And I spoke to some folks in the afternoon, and they agreed with me that they just don't see any way of the House passing education savings accounts. Could happen, but there's a lot of things in front of the House in order to get to education savings accounts, and they just don't see there being, one, the time to get to it, but also, two, enough votes right now in the Texas House. Want to know what you think about everything going on in the state of Texas? You can email me, chad@kfyo.com. Follow me on Twitter, Chad Hasty Radio. And don't forget, tune in to the Chad Hasty Show, weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM, 790 AM KFYO. Have a great day.